Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in Newtown, North Dakota, right in the heart of the Bakken oil patch, an elderly woman once told an FBI agent that she knew human trafficking was taking place in her community because she saw young girls taking different men back and forth to various rooms. And when the agent asked the woman for her name so they could investigate, she was too afraid to report it. The horrific nature of this crime can shock individuals and communities to such a degree that they are unable to conceive these crimes are even possible, much less taking place right in their rural communities. All around the country, law enforcement and public citizens are encountering difficulties in identifying human trafficking victims, and our justice system is too often ill-equipped to assign the appropriate penalties for a fast-growing international crime such as human trafficking. And what's worse, too often the victims are treated as criminals, dropped into a judicial system not equipped to provide the health and protective services that these women and young girls often need. I held a round table with my friend and colleague, Representative Eric Paulson from Minnesota, earlier this month in Williston, North Dakota. Along with being the fastest growing micropolitan in the nation, Williston is newly dealing with an increase in human trafficking. It was encouraging to hear how local law enforcement and victims advocates in Williston are working hard with federal agents and officers to reverse this trend and to prevent trafficking while restoring the lives of victims. But they are very much in need of a series of federal laws designed to aid their work, the very important work that they're doing. To show our commitment, Congress will enact legislation like the Stop Exploitation Through Trafficking Act, which ensures minors who are trafficked are treated as victims and not as defendants, and the SAVE Act, which helps address the root of the problem by making it a federal crime to profit from knowingly advertising for the commercial exploitation of minors and trafficking victims. Mr. Speaker, we know the most important work to stop human trafficking will be done on the ground by our state and our local law enforcement, federal agents, community members, victims advocates, the faith-based community, and others. But they need our help to make laws to better support their efforts. I urge all of my colleagues to support the 5 bills that will be on the floor tonight to help get our criminal justice and victim support systems caught up with a rapidly evolving international crime. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields.